beginning of this? Okay, so like I was saying, first thing you need to do after you create them in the computer as a contact is you need to create the opportunity. There's two ways to do it. There's clicking on the opportunity button. That will then bring you, maybe, did it go back down?
Yeah, good.
There it went, okay. Great. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Maybe I just need to go home and take a nap. I just think it's so funny. No issues this whole time, and then bam. Yep. All right, guys. I'm going to give it a minute. We'll try again.
It's easy.
It is super easy.
I think I figured it out.
I'm sure you did.
But that's why I'm here.
There is like struggling today.
Since it's spinning, I'll go ahead and ask this.
Sure.
With Ron and the coaching team, will you be able to show me how to teach them how to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Put Ron in there.
This is my mom, I think, since it's not working. Hello? Teaching a class, but my computer's not working, so I decided to take your call. I'm teaching a class, but I'm having technical difficulties. Is everything okay? I prefer for them not to get sick if she's sick. Okay, Cal, I'll call you back and we can talk about it a little more later, okay? Bye. All right, it's been 15 minutes, maybe. Mm-mm. I'm so sorry. All right, I'm gonna give it like 2 minutes and then I'm gonna try again. Are you still down over there?
I haven't tried because I'm like, by the off chance, it's the amount of agents that are in it.
Feeling great.
Yeah, I know that, sometimes that's the issue and sometimes that has nothing to do with it, but.
I think there was probably an update that they're putting into it right now.
Probably.
And usually it only takes them a few minutes. It only goes down for a few minutes, but. Let's try again in 30 seconds. I'll try again in 2 minutes. So how's everybody's day been?
Less busy than the rest of the week, which was nice. Still busy, but a little less.
Been crazy this week, I swear.
The last 2 weeks, my Monday and Tuesday, I swear they feel like they're 3 weeks long. It's like I get to the end of Monday and I'm like, what's today? Today's still Monday? Still?
Those days just when your phone rings off the hook.
Yes. And then you're on the phone and the call you've been waiting for a call. Oh, please be available still after this call.
Right? Oh, yeah. I had one of those
Sure,
today.
I can be there. Yes, we can see that property now.
Let me just, throw the kids in the car and go.
Yeah, because these days, if you don't show it same day,
It's gone.
it's gone.
Mhm.
So true.
All right, mine came up. Try yours. I'm afraid to move it off the screen because it let me in. So.
It came up just fine.
Okay. All right, Joe, are you in?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Let me try again. I'm going to click on the, oh, she got to the opportunity screen. So maybe, oh, yay! All right. People who are watching this replay, have fun. Okay. All right. So what this opportunities section is think your dry erase or your blackboard in your office where you've got all your transactions laid out and it's like listing date, under contract date, and then you've got like repairs and lender and all the steps that you have to go through from A to Z to get a transaction to closing. That's what the opportunity board is for, and I'm not going to go into detail about how to do all those things. That's in your opportunity board booklet should you choose to use it. Now, to create a new opportunity, you just simply hit the big green button that says Create Opportunity, and it will pop up this menu and you can get started. But if you did not wish to use the opportunity board and you rarely ever came in here, you can always go to the contact click on their name, and then right over here on the right side of the contact detail card, you'll see where it says opportunities. You can click that, and then the smaller green button, some people say it's blue, so if you see it as blue and I see it as green, sorry. You can click the Create Opportunity button, and it will again give you the same menu to type in the information. You just simply fill it out, who the client is, if they're married, who the co-seller is. So you'll want to have, of course, like my husband's name is Ruben, so I would be Brooklyn Arevalo, and then the co-seller would be Ruben Arevalo, and you just start typing that in. Of course, Ruben doesn't pop up because he's not in here. But start typing their name, and then you can pick them. Then, of course, you're going to name the opportunity. I typically try to wait to create the opportunity until we find them like a place to go under contract with. So then I just use the address. That's simpler for me. But if you're going to use the opportunity board and track everything, then their name, and if it's a listing or buyer, or their name in the area, whatever information that you find helpful to keep track of your opportunities. You can add tags to them. You'll see that I kind of stick with like VA loan, USDA, THDA for my buyers, and then Gray, Mount Carmel, and Mountain City for like my areas that they're in for my listings. Estimated close date, if you don't know when it's going to close because you're just creating it for a brand new buyer or a brand new lister, you don't have to put anything in there. You can leave it blank. I forgot up here at the top. You will select if it's a listing or a buyer And the really nice thing about opportunities and commission sheets in Command is it doesn't matter what side you have of a transaction or who the other agent is on the other side, you will always do your own commission sheet. With green, yes, with green sheets, you're at if you're two Keller Williams agents like me and you, Amy, in the past, Amy would have done the green sheet for both me and her, but now that's not the case. Amy's gonna do the green sheet for her side because she's the listing side. I'm gonna do the green sheet for myself because I have the buyer. So it's split up like that. And if on one of my deals, I have both the listing and the buyer, I can do one commission sheet for all of that and just say 6% instead of the 3%. I am going to break it up because I have a referral for the buyer that I have to pay, and I don't want to pay that on the full 6%, just the 3% for the buyer side. Okay. Name the opportunity, give it tags, estimated close date. This one is just starting off as a listing, but if I changed it to buyer, you'll notice this changes from estimated list price to budget. Of course, you've got the commission right here. This is your side of the transaction commission. Don't worry if it started off as 3 and then later it dropped down to 2.5. It's a super simple change, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And then you have the ability to put it on your opportunity board in whichever phase and stage that you want. Again, your how to use the opportunity board booklet will walk you through what that looks like. I am not going to create a new opportunity for us to play with. I'm just simply going to click on the opportunity to have. So after I create it, it shows up right here in their list of opportunities. And I can click their name and it'll open up for me the opportunity details. Or if I go to the opportunity section, and I'm not really sure where they are on my board, I can click all opportunities and see a full list of all the opportunities that I've placed in here. Now, this is the detail section. So basically all the information that you put in on that pop-up that pops up when you create the opportunity, it's going to kind of show that here. And like I was talking about, if you needed to change the commission rate, say it went from 3% down to 2.5%, all you got to do is hit this little pencil. It will let you come back in here, save changes, and then it saves it for you. Okay, now this is the listing side, and I'm going to remove that because I didn't remove it before. You'll notice all that information went away. If you're doing a commission sheet for the listing, it does want you to go in and select the listing that it's for. You can do it right here from the start, or you can wait till you actually go to submit your commission sheet. It doesn't matter to me, but just know the easiest thing to do is when you create an opportunity for a listing, come in here, click select from listings. This menu will pop up and you'll just click whichever one it's for. I'm going to remove it just so you can see the error message that it's going to give me later. Now, you don't have to worry about seller's profile right now or documents. We'll talk about those in the next set of classes that are rolling out. We're going to be switching from DocBook to DocuSign, and that's when we'll kind of talk about this section. Now, before you can generate a commission sheet, you have to create an offer. So you just simply click offer. See how that commission sheet's now grayed out? So before you can go in here and even look at the commission sheet, you have to create the offer and accept the offer. And that's super easy. I'm going to leave these two right here. And I'm gonna click add new offer. We'll just call it initial offer 5. I don't know, you can call it whatever you want. And then it's gonna ask you to walk through these steps. You can change the name if you want. It wants to know when the offer date was submitted. Say it was submitted yesterday. When the close date's gonna be. Say October 2nd. And then you just simply click the next button. And it's gonna ask you, depending on which side you have, your client's information is gonna auto-populate for you as far as the name, email, and phone number go, as well as your information as the agent and your email. And then you just simply need to put in, since I'm saying on the selling side, I can put in the buyer's information here. And the agent on the other side. And then you just simply click the next button, which tells you what you're going to do, which is the terms. This page right here is what's going to calculate your commission. The terms, you can, if they're not paying 100%, you can break it up if you so wish to say, hey, the buyer's paying so much in cash, they're getting so much in financing, and the total sales price was this, whatever they offered for the property. Or you can just simply put in financing amount, whatever it was that they offered for the home. It doesn't matter. The only thing the commission sheet looks at is the sales price. Now, earnest money, I like to put the amount of earnest money that someone puts. We don't have option fees in Tennessee, so you can ignore that section. This termination option is your inspection period. So you can say if they've got, and I'll show you why all of this is, why it's asking these questions. You can put in there how long they're asking for their inspection to be. Seller will contribute so much money to residential service contracts, and seller will contribute so much money to settlement costs. This is your closing costs here. So if they're asking for like $5,000 in closing. Then you have an agent analysis. This section here, you can tell your seller why this is a good offer, why the goods of the offer, the bads of the offer, and a summary. This is a really handy section if you have the listing side and you get multiple offers that come in, because you can generate a side-by-side comparison to send to your seller so that they can kind of look at all the justs. For a buyer, it's a moot point. I would just leave it blank for a buyer, but if you have a seller and you've got multiple offers, this is pretty cool. Then you can hit save. Now, if I check all these boxes beside each one of these offers, I can then compare offers, and I get this really cool little almost Excel spreadsheet comparing each offer that I can generate an email to the client. I can download it, or I can email it straight from command for them to kind of look at and say, here's my notes on all your offers you got. You just let me know if you have any questions, blah, blah, blah. This is a really great tool for listings. Okay, so they said that they're gonna go with this offer right here. It's a lot of money. They didn't ask for a lot of closing costs, yada, yada, yee. All you have to do is hit accept. Once you accept it, you'll notice the options went away for the other offers. Now you have a change response button here. If something happened and they decided they weren't going to go with that one, or you accidentally clicked the wrong one, no worries, just click change response. It'll ask you if you're sure. You can hit yes, and then it will give you back the options to pick which one you want again. All right, now my commission sheet here is highlighted in blue, so I can now go in and work on my commission sheet. You'll notice on the right-hand side, I have 2 missing informations. Obviously, when I created that offer and put it in forever and far ago, as you can see, I forgot to put a contract date. The way I fix that is I simply click Edit General Information. I scroll down. Let's go back to July. June 1st, we got that offer. Save changes. This is also where I could change the commission rate. Edit general information. Say it's 3% now. You'll see that that calculated over here. Save changes. Super easy. Now you'll see missing information listing. Right up here at the top, select from listing. Just going to pick this one. Now that one has been satisfied and it's telling me, hey, remaining agent commission balance, $875. It is saying that because I changed this from 2.5 to 3, so this is the total commission, but what needs to happen is this commission down here needs to recalculate. All I have to do is hit Edit Agent Payment, calculate commission, it will change that number, save and close. That went away. Now, if you have agents that you need to add, like if you're in coaching and different things like that, the simple way to do that is click Add Another Agent. It'll pop up this menu. I use Ron Barrett since he's the coach. There are 2 ways to calculate the commission. What is it that Ron gets, 10%? So if he's getting 10%, he is getting 0.10 of the unit. I know that he doesn't want units, so I'll show you that in a minute. Then you can click Calculate Commission and it will put that in for you. Ron doesn't take unit, last I heard, so I can take that out and leave the commission rate there. Hit Save Changes. If I scroll down, I can now see that Ron Barrett has been added to this commission sheet and he is getting $525, which is 10% of the commission rate. I then see a nice little breakdown for him. I can't edit anything for him. I can't say if he's paid his company commission or anything like that. They'll handle that on the Winmore side, which is Kayla. But you'll notice now that I have excess agent commission of $525. So I need to go in here and fix that. I can simply subtract $525 from this, or I just find it more useful to do 0.9, calculate commission, and then change that back to 1, and save changes. Now, something really cool about the commission sheet when you're kind of scrolling down here and looking at all of this is you now have trackers to keep up with your cap. The green or blue bar is what you have already paid in and has successfully been paid for and paid on your commission. This yellow line here shows you how much you'll pay in should this transaction close. It also tells you over here on the side to cap is $3,000, what you've actually paid in, and the balance remaining. Same thing for the commission to the market center. So this is your royalty. This is your market center commission. And it tells you right here what the split is. Do I have any questions on that? Okay. Now let's say that you needed to add like a referral, a 25% referral. Simply click Edit Agent Payment, scroll all the way down, and you'll see extra payment options. Add item. You're then given a drop-down list of different items that can be added to this. There's inside referral and there's outside referral. Now, when you're doing an outside referral, in the past, you just needed to submit the outside referrals W-9, and the NC at the time was kind enough to kind of plug all that information in for you. Now it is required of you to plug in the W-9 information. It's easy, don't panic, everything is on their W-9. You're gonna type in the referral rate. It'll calculate an amount. It'll ask you what tax ID type it is. It's gonna be an EIN number. That number is gonna be on the W-9. You'll type it in. It asks for the brokerage company name, the agent that it's going to, the address. Again, all of that is on the W-9. The only thing that you're not gonna always have on the W-9 is the phone number. That is what I have run into. I typically put the agent's phone number, not the brokerage phone number. That way, if they have any questions, they can call the agent and the agent can take care of it. Now I need to make up some stuff here so we can see what that looks like. Okay. It's gonna add it right here, showing the commission that she's gonna get. I'm gonna hit Save Changes. It's then gonna show as a deduction on my commission sheet here. Right there it is. And that's right there. Now, once you get these commission sheets exactly how you want them to look with all the deductions and the referrals and all the agents that are involved, you just simply hit the Submit button. Okay? Once you submit it, you're done. You can't get it back. If you realize that a mistake was made and you have time to change it, you can email Kayla and say, hey, Kayla, I made a mistake. Can you release my commission sheet back to me? She will say yes, of course, and she will go in command and she'll release it back to you and you can make whatever changes you want. But do not panic if there was a slight discrepancy on your commission sheet and you get to closing and the numbers are a little off or you forgot, you know, a little something like like maybe the percentage or something. Kayla can fix that and move more if it's too late. If she sees a discrepancy, just like in the old days with the green sheets, she will go in, she'll look at the closing disclosure, she'll make the adjustment, and you'll get what you're supposed to get paid. So don't panic if there's a slight discrepancy, but it is nice if you can make them as accurate as you can before closing. So once you hit submit, it'll pop up this little thing and say, hi, Brooklyn, would you like to add a contribution to KW Cares? I never add contribution for people other than myself because I don't know. So no, not at this time. I like to do $10. If you noticed when I edit agent's commission, I could have typed in the amount that I wanted to donate towards Bold Scholarship, KW Kids, and KW Cares. You hit apply, and then it will send that commission sheet on to Kayla. And you're done. That's it. That's how you create an offer, you accept an offer, come in and make your changes on your commission sheet, and then simply hit submit. Do I have any questions? You missed some stuff, I'll go over it again.
That's much easier,
It is a lot easier.
much easier.
All right, I'm gonna walk through it one more time for Amanda because she had to step out. What was the last thing that you remember saying, Amanda?
You went in and created an opportunity and you were entering in the sales price.
The offer.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna backtrack to the offer because Amanda had to get up and leave for something, and now she's back. So I want to show her since we've got 20 minutes still. Okay. So what happens? You saw me finish out creating the offer, correct?
Yes.
And there was that section where you could type in like pros, cons, and summary.
Yes.
Okay. So the nice thing about that when you have listings is if you check all the offers that you get, you can click this compare offer button and it will do a side-by-side comparison of all the information that you entered in. And you can send that via email to your seller, or you can download it and print it and take it and talk to them in person about it. It's just all the pertinent information of the contract
Side by side.
side by side. The summary like section, like the pros and cons, is where I would kind of put information about like, this is a VA, these are things you're going to be required to do, blah, 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 different things like that. But that's a really nice little comparison for your sellers. For your buyers, not so much. So basically what you do to get that commission sheet to open up is you'll accept an offer. And when you accept an offer, the opportunity to like accept or decline the others go away. If you accidentally accept the wrong one, it's not a problem. You just simply click change response. It'll ask you if you're sure you want to do this. You'll say yes. And then you can accept whichever one you want.
Once you accept, is there like notification to the people that are in the system that an offer has been accepted? No, okay, it's just strictly for your use.
Strictly for your use, yes,
Okay,
that's
perfect.
correct. Okay, you'll notice that the commission sheet highlighted and I can now go in and manipulate it. So once in here, I don't have the error messages like I did before, so let me kind of make those appear again. If there's any discrepancies on your commission sheet, you'll get these little triangles and say, hey, you've got missing information. The listing is not there. This was a listing opportunity. Simply scroll up, click select from listing, select which one it is, and then that one will go away.
Okay.
Now let's say last minute you had to change from a 3% to a 2.5. No worries, you can simply click the edit general information button. Click in here, change it to 2.5. And that will be changed. Now, it's going to give you an error that says, hey, there's excess agent commission of $750. Well, if you'll notice right here where it says payments, this is my name. This is the agent gross commission. That's more than the total commission. It's an easy fix. Don't panic. Just hit edit agent information, calculate commission, and it will recalculate that for you. Now let's say that I had an outside referral that I needed to pay. I simply just need to scroll down, extra payment options, click add item. You then have a list of like bonuses, concessions, deductions, inside referral, outside referral. This is what I think I was doing when you walked in. You just simply fill out the information, what kind of percentage they're getting, their EIN number. You'll find everything on the W-9, and then you can hit add and it'll put it on there.
Okay. So how we have to, like right now with, everything will just go the same. So like .loop will have the W-9 there. Okay. Perfect.
Yep, your W-9 will be there. You'll just plug in the information yourself instead of how the old MC used to do it for us.
Okay.
Now, let's say there's another agent in the office that's gonna benefit from this. 'Cause some agents go in it and they do like 50-50.
Mhm.
So if I was working with another agent, I would simply click add another agent, which is up here at the top. I could then start typing in their name. Let's just say me and Brandy, we're doing everything 50-50. I know she cares about her units, so I can type in 0.5. Calculate commission. It's going to put her amount up here. If she wanted to donate to KW Cares and I knew that, I could type in whatever she wanted to donate there. Maybe she wants to give to KW Kids. I could add extra payment options for her if I needed to. Not going to. Save changes. Now you'll notice, hey, there's too much units and there's too much commission. Not a problem. I just simply need to come back into mine, change this to 0.5, calculate commission, save changes. What I was showing everybody earlier was now you have these nice little trackers.
Mhm.
So you can keep track of your own commission, which is really nice. Every time you submit a commission sheet, this green bar is what you have paid in. This yellow bar is what amount of your cap will be paid if this transaction closes. You've got one for your royalty and one for your company commission. You'll see that I can't see Brandy's information there. It's gonna automatically say that they're gonna pay company commission and royalty. If they've capped, once it hits into win more, it will correct that.
Okay, great.
You also have this handy dandy section right here for add notes if there's any kind of notes that you want to keep. I do transaction coordination for Emily Danner, and so she, instead of like her writing me a check and then writing me a W-9, I just add myself to her commission sheets, and then I make a note here that says, can't even spell my own name, look at that. Make some note to that effect and then hit save changes. That way, if Emily was to ever go back in and look at him and be like, well, what did I pay Brooklyn for that like 4 or 5 years ago? I don't understand. She would have that note letting her know, oh, that's why I paid her because she did this, this, and this. Putting it on the commission sheet just means that they're going to pull for the company and the royalty, and then they're going to write me a check for it, and then I only have one W-9 to have to worry about. I don't have to worry about getting a W-9 from Emily. Once you've added all the things you want to add, you just simply hit submit. This will pop up even if you put numbers in. You can say yes, $10, no, not at this time, and then hit apply. It will apply those changes, and then it will go off to Kayla. You came back when was I talking about,
So if there's an error, don't worry, you can
yes,
press a turn and say, hey.
kick it back to me. Yeah. All right,
Question.
yes.
So I'm on here, and where do I put if the seller is helping with closing costs, where is that at?
That's gonna be in your offer.
So, okay, so I'm in the offer, yes, I'm in the offer,
It's all the way at the bottom.
very bottom, so seller will contribute to a residential service contract?
Nope, it's the one below that, settlement
Settlement
costs.
costs,
Mhm.
okay.
Yep, you'll plug it in there.
Cute. What is a residential service contract?
That's like, so the question was, what is a residential service contract? That's like when you have, hey, they just put in a new sewer, who's gonna be responsible for that connection fee, kind of like type deal thing?
That makes sense.
I think that's the most common one we have here.
So was,
I don't know about that. All right, do I have any questions from my peeps online? Yes, no, maybe so.
Well done.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna end this tutorial and I'm gonna save it, upload it to YouTube, and then email everybody the link so that they can have a video as well as the booklets. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Well done, well done.